Welcome. Today we're going to learn how to clean some klister off some skis.
KLISTER!
KLISTER!
So, let's first take a look at the products that we got. Here are a few things that you could use. You could use some Citrusol or some Gooby Gone, which is citrus based. You could use baby powder, which isn't very good, but it does keep things from being too sticky. And then, this is what we use for Bend High, is the odorless mineral spirits. It says odorless, but it really stinks. You'll also need some tools. Now you just need something to scrape this stuff off with. And if you got something that's plastic, that's great, because then you won't damage your skis. You can use a metal edge, but just be careful and never use the tips or corners of any metal edge, because you don't want to damage the skis. But a plastic, it could be a ski scraper, it could even be an old credit card that no longer has any money on it. And you also need, you need some paper towels to clean up this goop. Today, I'm going to clean the klister off of my daughter Jada's skis. Now, when you use your classic skis, you need to know your kick zone. And even though I've told her 1,000 times, she hasn't marked the side of her skis yet. Because here's what happens with klister. So you want to typically put a little less klister on the ski than you normally would regular kick wax. Because here's the normal zone that's about back to the end of the plate. Here's the plate. But you can see that klister, especially when we ski over ice, is running down and making its way down through the tail of the ski. This is another reason why we really have to get this stuff off. Also, klister, we flip over the ski here, klister gets everywhere else too. It's starting to get on the side of the ski and getting sticky, and if this touches my skate skis, that would drive me nuts. So we definitely want to clean our skis. So let's clean these up. Alright, so we're going to start by adding some mineral oil to our paper towel. Get a nice little glue on there, and I'm just going to dab it on, dab it on, dab it on. And really, you can't do much wrong here. If you use too much, you just have to clean it up. I'm going to stick away from this area right now. I'll get that later. But put it on here, get it on, and then I'm going to use my scraper, and I'm going to scrape it off towards the center of the ski. So that way I'm not working it down either edge. Now that I've got most of it off, I'm just going to clean the center of it. I'm also going to clean the sides, because this is where it spreads in your box all over your other skis. Flip it on its side and get it off of there as well. When I'm grabbing the ski, I'm also being mindful not to put my possibly sticky hands on the side of the ski. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Lastly, I'm going to deal with this area. I'm just going to put a little bit on there and try to scrape it, clean it off. And because this takes wax off also, now I'm going to have to re-wax these skis. And there we go. We're done. So here's the final look of the ski. You can see that the kick zone is nice and clean, but I did have to extend a little bit with the mineral spirits to take off some of the klister at the tail. So like I said, now I'm going to re-wax the skis. Obviously, I'm not going to put any wax on here because we do that day of. All right, see you out there.
KLISTER!
Here we go.
KLISTER!
KLISTER! KLISTER!
KLISTER!